Hello everyone, it's me Ruta with you again, and welcome to this week's Let's Stay Near session. For the beginning, as always, for the ones who is watching us first time, let me introduce you the project. So Let's Stay Near. It's interactive project that we will be running for 2 months. Each Friday, in order to boost your awareness of our university, study opportunities, and campus life of Near East University. So it has never been easier to learn more about Near East University and about your studies opportunities here. So all you have to do is just stay, keep tuned, and see what we have further for you prepared. And today, we're going to improve your familiarity with the Faculty of Architecture. So let us commence the session with the faculty presentation by the Dean and the professors of the Faculty of Architecture, who are very kind and willing to share with you the essential information. So let us see with the Faculty of Architecture.
I am Zeynep Onur, the Dean of the Faculty of Architecture. Architecture faculty actually has 3 departments: architecture, interior architecture, and landscape architecture. Although all of them are design disciplines, we have different kind of approach to design issues. My colleague Amin Rıza, Dr. Amin Rıza, might explain you about the Department of Architecture. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hocam. So, my name is Amin Rıza İranmaneş. I'm teaching the Department of Architecture, teaching design studios. So, architecture is one of the most exciting design discipline that there is, because we are dealing with everyday life and we're dealing with how people occupy and use spaces. And in design studio, which is actually the heart and core of our education, we try to teach many different things related to how to create interesting spaces, how to be socially responsible, and how to be ethical related to our design approaches. In this design studio is a very social environment, and you will enjoy it. It's not just about the outcome of the design studio. It's about the things that we learn from each other. It has a social structure, and the collaboration that happens there, and the things that you learn from your friends, and you learn in interaction with the teacher, will teach you a lot of things, and you will be finding yourself a designer without even noticing. So, for me personally, architecture is one of the most exciting fields to study in undergraduate degree, because it's quite fun and it's quite interactive, and you work with real stuff. You create real spaces, and you see what you do in actual action. So
exactly. Yes. We as architecture studio lecturers criticize the works of the students too much. For them to be in a very good way. So they are always very unhappy of taking those kind of critics. So they become something like a group against us lecturers. I do not mean provocating and this, but a strong collaboration. How can they manage to rush and overcome all those issues that we are directing to them? So the peer learning is becoming very important. They learn from each other. They criticize them in between themselves also. And we are so much related with other disciplines. For example, in Renaissance time, when Renaissance architects were describing what architect has to know psychology, has to know medical, has to know law, has to know philosophy, etc., etc. So all those disciplines really gives some kind of clues, some kind of knowledge, mainly to the design studio and the education of architecture. Maybe Dr. Can might explain you about what happens in urban site.
Yes,
And
why not? Thank you. My name is Can. I'm actually urban planner. I'm also one of the instructors in the Faculty of Architecture, but also trying to integrate urban planning strategies and concepts which is related to sustainable urban growth and livability or quality of life issues, integrating the urban zones, how the architects or urban planners or urban designers integrate this policy in these days. We are also trying to integrate geographical information system, some technical courses which is related to environmental protection, spatial sustainability or conservation policies. And these courses also integrate landscape planning, urban design, architecture, sociology, urban planning, transportation network. Also, we would like to teach some students how they improve their quality of life in their housing environments, how they should plan and design their housing environments in any case, in any geography. So we are also trying to teach these discipline courses, as Zeynep Hoca mentioned.
yes, because architecture as a concept is not a building.
Yes.
We are talking about a life to be lived. So we are composing lives and offering people to live in that way. So urban is very important for us. It is a context that we have to consider, that students have to consider when designing their projects. And we have landscape architecture department, and the head of department, Professor Özge Özden, might explain you some related to landscape architecture, please. Thank you, Hocam.
Thank you, Hocam. Yes, Department of Landscape Architecture actually integrates with Department of Architecture and Interior Architecture. We think ourselves as a team like putting color into architecture. In our curriculum, we have lectures relating to urban planning, rural landscape planning, nature conservation, and of course our material is plants. So we have botanical courses and related to soil management, soil courses, and also we do have design projects because it's a broad subject, landscape architecture. For example, we now currently doing research on green roof systems for modern buildings. And our department is providing overseas practical internship opportunities to international students. If they have good English in IELTS exam level, and if their CGPA is good, they can go to UK, Kew Gardens, one of the biggest botanical garden in the world, and Eden Project for their practical internship. And also we have collaboration with Humboldt University in Berlin. And we do have exchange program with students with Humboldt University. They have this opportunity. We have quite good students graduated already from our department. Currently, one of them doing masters in Netherlands because our curriculum is in the standard of the EU legislations of landscape architecture. We are looking forward to see our new students. And as a department, we also joined the Masters and PhD program of Department of Architecture. And because of the two different disciplines working together, we do have good students and good research projects and good publications. We're able to publish good publications together. Thank you.
If there are any questions in your mind,
Yeah, that's. I believe we provided very good information to our prospective students. The information that was provided here is very attractive, I believe, and very informative. So thank you all. Thank you once
Very
more for
welcome.
accepting our invitation, and it was very nice to have this interview with you.
We thank you for this
Thank you.
opportunity to our faculty.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Faculty of Architecture, the Dean and professors, thank you so much for such an informative presentation about the Faculty of Architecture and the departments available. So let me just go through the information, administrative information and information about the admissions. So Faculty of Architecture at Near East University was founded in 1993 and is offering the programs for undergraduate, master, and PhD programs. For undergraduate departments, we have available architecture, interior architecture, and landscape architecture. We will show you just visually this. In the brackets, the languages in the the languages of English and Turkish. EN stands for English and TR stands for Turkish. So you can see as well the available language of instructions for the specific programs. For the master, our university offers architecture instructed in English and Turkish, interior architecture in English, and landscape architecture in English language. And also our university offers PhD programs for architecture, available both instructions of English or Turkish, and interior architecture instructed in English language. So that would be the available departments of Faculty of Architecture for undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. Let me go with the information about accreditation, which is very important and very important especially for Nigerian students. So Near East University Faculty of Architecture, Department of Architecture and implemented in English, and interior architecture as well, landscape architecture, undergraduate and postgraduate departments were accredited by the Architects Registration Council of Nigeria. So Nigerian students can start their profession directly in Nigeria after completing their education. This is very good point for especially Nigerian prospective students, as well as Architectural Accreditation Board, MIAK, and Architects Registration Council of Nigeria, ARCON. So this is very important, the information about accreditation. About the facilities of the Faculty of Architecture, which makes this faculty very interesting and attractive. So as already the professors has mentioned, they have the design studio where students can check their knowledge, design, implement the things that they have in their heads and see how it looks in reality. They have also laboratories, 3D and other new technologies that they can use. They do site and field works, and as well as, which is very interesting for the students, they do real issue solving. So they are getting the projects where the professors are just providing them, this is the issue and what would be your solution as the architect, as the professional. So that makes the studies of architecture very interesting, and it has the touch of reality. You don't study only the theory, you can examine the real life issues in the faculty. So going with the duration of the programs, undergraduate programs duration is 4 years, master is 2 years, and PhD programs is for 4 years duration of education. We are receiving many questions about how to apply to our university. So let me this time provide you a little bit more specific and visual information. Starting with admission requirements for undergraduate programs. So as you can see here, so starting with internationally valid passport to start your admission, then application form. If you cannot find the application form on our website, you can just send us the message or email. So we will send you the application form. And then high school diploma or certificate. So any of the following certificates or diplomas are accepted, which is general certificate of secondary education, international general certificate of secondary education exam results, international baccalaureate, especially for Francophonie countries, ACT or CAT exam results, higher secondary certificate of education for Pakistani, Indian, and Bangladesh students, WIAC, NECO exam results for Nigerian students, especially Gaokao exams results for Chinese students, or any high school diploma for all other overseas students. For the postgraduate admission requirements, for the master would be the same internationally valid passport and application form, then the bachelor diploma transcript, and for the PhD programs would be same as master's requirements. In addition, master's diploma and transcript, PhD thesis proposal, and CV. So for all undergraduate and postgraduate admission requirements, students are also welcome to send their qualification certificates if they have any, such as language certificates, as well as references. Recommendation letters are also supportive documents for their admission and their application to our university. Our university also offers scholarships for our international students to support their education. Undergraduate international students can benefit for 50% scholarship, which is granted automatically in the Faculty of Architecture, and master international students benefits from 25% scholarship. For now, I'm very happy to announce that from the 15th of June, our university opens the admission for postgraduate scholarships. So master and PhD students can apply for the postgraduate scholarship admission and be granted the scholarships up to 100% scholarship. So the admission will be open from 15th of June once more, and you should send your documents to the email address that you have seen before. We will be also sharing it at the end of our session, which is info@nu.edu.tr. So that's how we accept the applications. You should submit them via email with all the required documents that I have just mentioned before. Regardless the scholarship admission which I just mentioned, our students' tuition fees requirements will be just shown very soon to you on the screen. So for undergraduate students, they benefit with 50% scholarship, and tuition fee for the Faculty of Architecture is €2,800 per year. For the master with 25% scholarship is €1,030 per semester, and for PhD programs for the first and third each semester it is €2,000, and from 4 to 8 semesters it is €960 per semester. So these tuition fees for master and PhD are regardless for the scholarship admission that will be open. And for the tuition fees with the scholarship, special scholarship granted, the students granted with the scholarships will be informed accordingly by our officers with the tuition fees and all the information related. So just prepare your documents and don't miss the admission for the postgraduate scholarships, right? As I said, we are receiving your questions, which we are very happy to answer. So this would be basic information about the Faculty of Architecture. And to many of the questions, we try to answer them during our main information to you, which we provided. And now I will go a little bit more with the specific questions. So first question is from Mr. Zakir. I'm from Nigeria and I want to apply to nearest university. How do I start my application? So you should meet the requirements which I just mentioned before. If it's for undergraduate, if you are undergraduate student, so it would be WIAC or NECO certificate and your internationally valid passport, which you should submit via email to our email address info@nu.edu.tr. So that would be the main information for the how to start your application. And then our officers, online application unit officers, will be very happy to provide you with all the information about the further steps which you should complete, how you should go through with your admission and registration to our university. Going with the second question from Mr. Hajar. So, do I pass the English exam online? If you are the registered student of our nearest university, I would advise you to contact us via email so we could check your details with your student number. If you are prospective student and you are asking about English exam, so our students, newly accepted students, are required to to know English language, and it is being required that they would pass English exam arranged by the university, unless you would have the English proficiency certificate, so you can submit them accordingly to our university, and you can apply for the exemption from the English exam. So that would be about English exam. And for more specific, I would once more advise to contact us via email. Going with the third question, Mr. Adlan has requested what's the duration of Bachelor of Architecture program. So duration of the Bachelor program of Architecture is 4 years. And graduated students will graduate with the Bachelor of Architecture title. The fourth question is from Ms. Precious, Master Program Portfolio. So if I haven't mentioned yet, let me go a little bit specific. So our university offers programs, master programs with or without thesis. Most of the programs has both options. So architecture and interior architecture master program are available with and without thesis, and also these two programs are available for the PhD degree. Landscape architecture program is available for master with thesis. The programs of master with thesis has 7 courses, 1 seminar, and thesis as the requirement to complete the program. Without thesis, master program consists of 10 courses and project, graduation project. So that would be all for the specifics and portfolio about master. If you would like to receive the courses outline of this program, please contact us. We will share the contacts at the end of the session, and we can provide you the better insight to this architecture, Faculty of Architecture programs. So thank you. That would be all with the questions. If you have any questions about Faculty of Architecture or any other question related to with the admission to our university, feel free to contact us. And now I'm very happy to share with you the real life experience of one of our students from the Faculty of Architecture, Mr. Ismail. Thank you so much, and let's see from you.
Hello, I'm Ismail Ghazal Ainia. I'm a Syrian student at Nearest University. I'm a graduate student now. I'm doing my master degree. It's my first year in it. I started actually in 2016 in the English Preparatory School of Nearest University. I learned English in here, and then I started my Bachelor of Architecture also in here, and I graduated from it, and now I'm doing my master degree. To be honest, I'm not thinking about completing in the academic way. I'm looking for working as an architect actually, and to see some of my designs in the real life. And this is actually the step that I'm working on it now. One thing I could tell all the students who are deciding or thinking about coming to Cyprus, one of the aims of the government in here actually is to make this island as an educational island. That's why really you will find an educational environment in here. And the thing that any university will do it for you is just to give you the keys of the future and to teach you how to use these keys. And in Nearest University, for sure, you will get all the things that you need and all the keys that you are looking for. And your job is really to use these keys in an optimal way, let's say. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ismail, for your kind testimonial and sharing your experience of your studies here at Nearest University. We are looking forward to see you here again as soon as possible. And that would be all for us, from us for today. Thank you for your questions and your interest shown towards our university. If you have missed something or you would like to watch the session again, you can check the recorded videos, which is staying on our social media such as Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube channels. You will find all the previously recorded sessions for the Faculty of Law, Faculty of Economics and Administrative Science, and as well as for the Faculty of Health Sciences. This session will be also stayed on our social media just from the moment as soon as it will end, and you can see it once more if you would like to see it again. We will be back with a new session regarding two faculties next week, which is medicine and dentistry, next Friday at the same time at 4 p.m. So don't forget to send us your inquiries in advance for full information. Let us share once more with you the contacts of our university that you can contact us, and feel free, whichever social media you prefer, you can contact us and we will be happy to assist you and answer to your questions. The questions that you will send to us, we will be very happy to answer next session about medicine and dentistry faculties. And that's it for today. Thank you so much. And it has been my honor to introduce you today the Faculty of Architecture, as well as once more big appreciations to the Dean of the Faculty and the professors. And as always, from all of us here at Nearest University, wherever you are, let's stay near.